Hey Captain Awesome, and welcome to this lovely, I think it's Thursday today, I don't even know. So I did my first workout today after a month and a bit, and I am stuffed. Like the stairs, so this is the incline, right? It's a bit hard to see. It's like goes all the way down the hill, down to the village down there. So I decided to run up them twice. And then I did a few squats and a few lunges, and now I am dead. D-E-D, dead. But anyway, enough about me. I was watching this ant just before. I was about to do my meditation. I was watching this ant, and he was climbing all the way up this hill. Like, oh, it was not a hill to me, but like this little bit here. And he got right to the top, and then he fell off. And he just got up and walked off. And I thought, that's a great metaphor for today's lesson on my videos. And what the lesson is that when we hit the decks, we hit hard, and quite often we don't get up as fast as ants can. So our broken little bodies are all in a heap on the floor from some kind of trauma or drama or some issue, like getting fired or a friend deciding they don't like you anymore, or I don't know, your house being foreclosed or something like that, and we just fall into a heap onto the floor. Some people never get back up. Some people spend their whole lives living that. And I don't get it. I mean, well, actually I do. I've done it myself. But I remember an ex's mother. Her husband had an affair and been having an affair for many years, and then they split up. And when we met, if this was 4 years ago now, nearly 5, wow. And she still hadn't gotten over it after 20 years. And I couldn't believe it. Her whole life revolved around being spiteful and resentful and trying to hurt the father. Now, having an affair, not great. Not great at all. People cheat for different reasons, whatever, none of my business. But I just found it really interesting that this woman's wasted her whole life. I think she'd be 65 now, I'd say. Probably older, actually. And she's still harbouring this hateful resentment for the ex and his wife. And this is the thing, like, you get to choose how long you grieve on something for. You get to choose how long you harbour it and hold on to it. And the only person that it ever hurts, you know the answer, my friends, is you. And I know this myself. When things have happened and people have done things that I wasn't happy with, and it was hurtful and horrible and whatever, that the amount of energy that I put into that, and the hate and the anger and the resentment, it was only hurting me because it was taking, oh, squirrels. I'm like a Labrador, oh, squirrel. Was just taking my energy, or it wasn't taking my energy, I was giving it away to this thing. And we do this. So we all have a choice on how quickly we recover from stuff. And some things are harder than others, of course, like naturally. But we're conditioned so much into grieving so damn hard when a breakup happens, or when a death happens, or when I don't know, some kind of disease or whatever else. We are conditioned to see it as really, really, really bad. So we've already got this pre-installed emotion and reaction to it. And, you know, it's the thing where, like, I remember in my NLP course, our trainer or our mentor said, you know, you could get over someone's death tomorrow, another gunshot, and someone's death tomorrow, if you really, really wanted to. But I think it's one of those things where out of respect, then obviously we don't. And it's a loss, like it's a big loss, it's a big shock. So you're probably going through some post-traumatic stress, just like a lot of other situations, like, you know, your husband leaving you for another woman or something like that, whatever. Hang on, I'm trying to find good light here. I don't know. I'm patchy today. Patchy and wobbly. Legs are wobbly. So, you have got a choice on how long you want to harbour your shit. And if you keep harbouring on and on and on and on and on and on and on to the point where that person's met someone, broken up with them, met someone else, gotten married, had 5 children, then, honey or mate, you need to move on. Like, you got to move on. Because that shit's just killing you. And you're the one that's living it. You've made it a part of your identity. It's become who you are. And that is so freaking unhealthy. And it's taken me a long time to learn that. Like with that particular ex, you know, it was a horrible breakup, and I didn't handle it very well. I didn't handle it very well at all, because it was my first relationship, like serious relationship, after 13 years. So, you know, I had put too many expectations on it to start with. So my expectations were the things that devastated me the most. I was more devastated with the construction in my head around it than the actual person leaving. Like when I took off the rose-tinted glasses, I realised that it just wasn't a good relationship at all, and I shouldn't have gone there. And this is what we do, is that we see what we want to see, we hear what we want to hear, and we do what we want to do. And if someone tries to challenge us on it, then we don't like it, and we'll back up and we'll get reactive. Or when we're ready to listen, then we do start to listen and we take it on board and we gotta get on with our lives. So what's the lesson for today? If you're harbouring something, get the fuck over it. Let it go, because it's only hurting you. Now, you can make up a whole bunch of stories and excuses as to why you can't, and this person did this and they did that and they did that and they're like that and that and that and that. Quit exhausting yourself. Just seriously, like, quit it, because it just doesn't help you at all. The other person's off doing their own thing. So just let it go and get on with your life. And it's not that you're saying you're okay with their behaviour, and I think this is the biggest fear here, sorry. Would you just stop shooting people? That you're not saying that you're okay with their behaviour, you're saying that you're ready to take care of yourself again. And this is important. And if you don't take care of yourself, then yeah, who else is going to? So that's it for today. It was a bit of a sad one. Oh well, here, happiness. So I will see you guys again tomorrow to talk about some other shit. Now, The Awakening. I've got a group set up. I'd love you to join it. I'm creating this big ass community of people where I can just ramble all day and teach you fun shit and tell you jokes and talk about my failings and fuck ups, which are hilarious. And that's it. So get out here and play, because the world is waiting. Bye.